What's going on, guys? It's Doss. Welcome back to the channel. I'm gonna pick this mic up because I'm not sure how well the audio is gonna come out while the mic is on the table like that. Welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a while since my previous upload. I know I've said that before. First of all, I want to say thanks for all the support. It seems like whenever I leave this channel alone for an extended period of time, like a month or so, like I get a lot more likes, subscribers. I still get comments on like 2-year-old videos from like back in the day. I'm sure you noticed the quality upgrades, like the external microphones, the 4K cameras, and things have just been going smoothly ever since I've been figuring out like little steps to make my content that much better. And you know, there's still some people out there who don't even really know what this channel is about. But I started this channel a long time ago just simply to reminisce about good times, and because one day you could be here, the next day you could be gone, man. And we have this technology nowadays in our generation. We have this technology where we can capture the moment, just like in my bio, it's something like, you know, capture the moment because every day is a gift, and you know, every moment is a blessing, or something like that. But you guys know this, dedicated. I'm Doss Dedicated. My last name is Doss. This channel is dedicated for a reason. But there's not really like an actual like genre of this channel. It's like you get DUI videos like this, you know, car video, adventure, just whatever, just hanging out and all that good stuff. So with that being said, we also, of course, have a guest feature right here. I want to introduce him real quick. Slide on in here.
You already know. Go ahead. There you go. Name. And of course, it's going to be floating on the screen. You know, it's been a minute since I've seen y'all guys. Been a minute since I've been on the channel. So, hey, without further ado, we're going to kick y'all off with a little something special. Other than that, let's get to it.
That's right. I wanted to talk to you guys about the reason why I've been disappearing. I think I've done this before as well. So let's just go back, right? When I graduated high school, I still really had no clue what to do. Social media existed. Your mind kind of gets influenced. You see people doing good in life and you're like, oh shit, I could probably do the same thing. Well, you don't really know their trials and tribulations, what they did, what they had to overcome, or if they probably just snuck their way through the cracks. It's always some kind of, you know, it's always something that you don't know in the background. That wasn't really my plan, was to be a content creator, but like I said, I was just storming through ideas.
Go ahead. Just off of what he said, basically, and shit like that. So, like, I mean, with the content creators, you know, of course, you had our times back when we was kids and shit, you know, watching old gaming channels and stuff like that. Thinking all back in the day, things are gonna be sweet. You know, we could have just jumped off of that. But I mean, it's really just about staying consistent. You know, keeping the fan base, you know, active and whatnot, and coming out with this persistent content. That's why I had this man Doss come up in the videos and shit. You know, it's been 2 months since the last upload, so I was, you know, throwing out them texts like, hey, let's get to it. But without further ado, I'm going to hand it back over to my guy right here.
So I ended up non-skilled labor, like a lot of dealerships and stuff like that, kind of bounced around from here and there. We came from the South, me and him from the same state, Texas.
Hey, you already know.
I figured, why not try something different? You know, we already had a friend up here. He should be in this video today, but you know, hopefully soon in the future, we can get him back and come back around in front of the camera because we had some good times.
Yeah, got space right here for you.
As we're talking, you're seeing a lot of the old commercials, you know, on the screen. We were like, yo, let's see what the new city is like, right? Why not? Let's go see if there's any other opportunity for us. I think it's definitely been working out. Don't get me wrong, the South is definitely still has my heart. Eventually, probably go back down that way, but right now, I'm just gonna keep grinding it out, building that resume of what's been happening up here. So it's almost been about 2 years. October 17th, 2022 is when I officially made the road trip, packed the truck up, moved up here. When I had that 2022 Ram Classic, it was basically like a brand new work truck, V6, just basic. It had the towing package, and that was about it. The nice screen, nice new updated screen for 2022, and that was about it. It was a nice truck, but basically I just wanted to represent for the company I was selling for. I used to be a salesman, and I came up here.
You know, he just wanted to get the Ram.
Came up here and quickly realized, you know, I just started watching like financialness out there on social media and realized how much of an idiot I was for wasting as much money. I like to take accountability all the way since I graduated high school. I probably wasted, and I don't even want to think about the money I've wasted since eventually I had to make a sacrifice. That was one of my, well, besides moving, I went ahead and drove that truck back down to the South and sold it pretty much where I bought it from, not the same dealership, but I drove it back down South and sold it down there because up here they were clowning me. Oh, it's only a 2-wheel drive truck. They desire their 4-wheel drive trucks up here. Only had 2-wheel drive, so they wanted to give me like not even 50% of what I bought the truck for. Change is good.
That's what I preach every day. Change is always good.
And you never want to be too comfortable, man. If you're comfortable, you're doing something wrong. So
go ahead and close out my guy's Doss' story just for a second here. So this video, we really just, you know, bringing it in, trying to get close to y'all guys, tell y'all a little bit more about our lives and shit like that. Without further ado, though, let me let me jump into my story. What brought me to Colorado and shit like that. So I mean, basically, it started off 2020. Came out here my first like ever vacation. You know, barely even old enough to even get out my own state and whatnot by myself. Came out here to Colorado. It was just like, had the homie out here, like my boy Doss was saying, it had the homie Turner right here, picture gonna pop up, video gonna be playing right here, something like that. And he should have been here today, but it's all good. But like, without further ado, like I had my mans out here. I was gonna like just come out here and visit and check out everything else. I was working at this company called Drive Time at the time. And
oh, you gonna shout them out?
Oh yeah, we gonna get to them. I was working, Drive Time, car pre-owned, all that, car sales, all that good stuff. But yeah, I was working from them in Texas at the time, and then we had this big old meeting in the lunchroom that we were opening up a whole bunch of new stores, stuff like that. And then, I mean, I had one of my close coworkers. I'm not gonna say his name. Had him. He was the first one. Like he was like, "Hey, I'm going out to Colorado, stuff like this." And I was like, "Dang, this could really be some life changing situations right here." So I'm sitting in that meeting right there in the lunchroom, like talking to my manager, my boss. I'm just like, "Hey, what do I gotta do to get that jump, get that promotion, to go out, work for the company out in a different state, because it's not necessarily dreams coming true." But it's like my dream, like it's something like for me, like I've always been wanting to, get out of my own like hometown and shit like that. Push away from the parents, the family, and the friends and all that. Because hey, you can only do so much in your hometown. And, sometimes you got to try something else for yourself. But other than that, got promoted out here, put in all kinds of overtime to get that promotion. Came out here. And then boom, that happened right at the end of 2021, coming into early 2022. I was like, switching back and forth, Texas, Colorado type stuff. And then finally moved out here. Then, I mean, a little struggle on finding, places to live and all that good stuff, just Airbnbs and shit for like the first year I was out here. Other than that, had the homie Turner again, we gonna shout him out again. Had the homie Turner come in with a coworker. Came in clutch my second year, he let me stay at his house. So all that good stuff, just actually finding my own ways out here in Colorado and stuff like that, Just like, I'm gonna go ahead and say, like my guy Doss was saying, coming in with the podcast and shit like that. I'm gonna shout out his name, Kevin Samuels, he's spitting that fucking game for real. If y'all don't listen to him, I shout it out right now. I put you on. Listen to that Kevin Samuels. And then that's step your game up, you get your fashion up, talk, learn how to talk a little bit better. Other than that, we gonna go financial wise, because that's if your finances right, you can't do shit.
Yep.
You right on that. So I mean, I'm gonna give a big shout out to my guy Dave Ramsey and the Baby Steps, because that's ever since I've been here, and I've been listening to the Baby Steps for like 2-3 years and not really putting shit into motion, not really following it all. Be like, say I'm following it, but not actually following it like step by step by step. But that's a game changer. Y'all follow them baby steps, hey, can't go wrong there. Just because it's another man saying it don't mean nothing. You put your own words and put your own actions behind it, hey, you can't go wrong. Without further ado, though, it's a little story of me coming out here to Colorado and stuff like that. I'm going to toss the mic over to my guy, Doss, again.
He definitely held it down with my first source of employment. It was Drive Time, obviously. I was working right beside him. But after that, I decided to do what I was planning on doing back down in Texas, work for public transportation. And eventually I was lucky enough to snake my way into that. Doing that for about a year and a half, I tried to take like a hands-on test and, kind of get tested for a different position, which was like basically working on being a mechanic for those vehicles. Whatever it was, I felt like I was doing pretty good. But for some reason, I didn't pass it. This has probably been the most stressful 4 to 5 months of my entire life, if I'm being honest, but I think it's definitely worth it. Earlier this year, I'm over here like extremely procrastinating about if I should go back to Texas, if I should stay here. Shout out to the homie Jordan. He was out there killing it in Texas with the whole Turo thing, man. And I'm just like, damn, dude. But I didn't really know if I should just drop everything and just slide back down there, Earlier this year, like I said, I was procrastinating a lot, touring trade schools while juggling 2 full-time jobs, 10-hour shift of Amazon in the morning, public transportation from 7 to 3:30. I just hated Amazon, dude. It's like prison in there, dude. You have that 10-hour shift. You can't sit here. You can't breathe here. You can't walk over here. You can't blink over here. You can't sleep here. You can't be on your phone, man. you get a 15-minute break, and the building's so huge when you're stationed. By the time you walk to your car, that's already 15 minutes. You can't be more than a millisecond late. You know, one day I was there in the warehouse. I was on break. I was like, you know what? Let me just call around and see how easy I can get a job, dude. Because let me tell you, I don't know about anybody else, but from my perspective, it's easy to obtain employment over here. You know, in Texas, it's like, you try to get hired at Walmart or McDonald's in Texas versus up here, bro. It's like, what? Like, you don't even get a response down there in Texas. Over here, you at least get, hey, sorry, we got a candidate for the position or whatever. You know, it's like, holy crap, it's just so much better. You actually get communication. And let me see how easy it is for me to get another job real quick. So I just called a random dealership. It wasn't even, it's like a little hole. It was like a little hole in the wall, used car dealership. And you know, I just like, hey, are you guys hiring? They were like, yeah, you can just walk in for an interview. And basically, long story short, like not even 2 hours later, I had another job to replace Amazon. They were offering $2 less, and he was like, well, you know, just let us know before Monday if you still want to work here. And I was like, okay, cool, I'll let you guys know. So of course, I let him down easily and continue with Amazon for another week, and I just stopped showing up to Amazon. And after that, I went ahead and just took a break, took a nice little, I think it was like 2 months or something like that, and I just started. I was thinking, like, what can I do in the morning? Because I like the night shift. I really do like that night shift. I think that's like perfect for me, from like 7 p.m. all the way to 3 a.m. Something like that. That's nice. So I was like, man, let me think of something else I could do in the mornings. You know, and have a little gas money. You know, I always got to be doing something. You know, if it's not content or work or whatever it is. Tommy Turner, bro, he inspired me to work at a car wash, bro, because that shit looks like fun. 5 to 10 applications a day, a night. After I would, as soon as I would come in, like around 4 or 5, like I'd spend the time from 4 a.m. to like 7, filling out applications at car washes. Of course, I finally found one. It's great, way better than Amazon. I can actually tolerate it, and it's kind of not really a difference as far as the money, so I'm good with that. Cool, I'm back to my 2-job hustle, right? I kept touring trade schools. Late April, a flyer came up. It was that program that the dude mentioned a long time ago, way back when he kicked me out the building. What? This probably could be my shot, dude. It's a program that teaches you skills. You get like certificates, and you know, you get training on basically being a diesel technician for the bus side of the public transportation. And you get paid while you do it, obviously, and but it's only for the people in the company. It's an 18-month long course, so about a year and a half, and it sounds promising, bro. It was like, do you like to work on your car? Or do you like working with your hands? On our phones, we have this app called Workday, you guys might know. I kept refreshing that app every day for the next, like, it took like 2 weeks, 6 slots, and usually like 30 people apply for it. Basically, I applied 4 times for it. I get a call. We're gonna schedule you for the test, this 50-question written exam test first, and then you get 2 hands-on. We came from where we had to fix, if there was something wrong with our cars, we had to basically fix it ourselves, bro. We didn't have, you know, we couldn't really afford to take it to, you know, Brakes Plus or, you know, Firestone.
None of that shit.
You know, so we had to fix it ourselves. So we got a lot of experience with automotive stuff, like just off the rip, you know, just from, you know, the videos that you guys see down there below, you know, on this channel and stuff. So we already got like basic mechanical knowledge.
Putting that work in.
All right, so the homie Terrell left for a second. He's gonna go check on a different location for us to see if we can get some better scenery in the background. Hope you guys are enjoying what we have right now at the moment. By the time the day of the test, I was like, here we go, man. I'm just shaking. I'm shaking, dude. Here come 3 other guys, right? It was 2 brothers, pants all dirty, and they got a little bit of grease on them. I'm thinking they're about to just murder this test. Passed it all. Let's get through that. Passed it all. He was like, I can tell you were nervous. I was like, yeah. I mean, I've been nervous for the past 2 weeks. After you get past all 3 of those tests, you get to the interview. Pretty well too. The interview did pretty good. So after that, I was feeling really great. From there, pretty much on downhill. I'm at the other job at the wash, and I get a call, ask me what location I wanted, because there's only 2 locations where we can choose from as far as, you know, this program. And I said, it doesn't matter. I don't want to be picky. And from that point, bro, I don't want to sound cocky, but I knew about 2 days later, and he was like, congratulations. We just want to let everybody who made it past the interview and all that stuff know that you got the position. All right. So that was my terrible explanation how I started my career. So even more testing and even more right now. So I'm gonna turn it back to Terrell real quick, because he's got some stuff he wants.
I'm gonna jump off of what he's been talking about, like job situation, stuff like that. But after that, we gonna jump into like little financial side of things, and, you know, future goals and whatnot, stuff like that. Other than that, though, here I'm gonna kick off my little job experience. After leaving Drive Time, basically, we had a little disagreements, and, you know, I was just, you know, decided it's time to, you know, catch out, do further things. Jumped in, found a job at Toyota, was doing a little porter action there. jumped in from Porter there. Then I started doing a little bit of lube tech, like a little quick oil changes, air filters, doing all that. And then boom, this job of Amazon. And then like I was trying to get on my DOS shit, get on the two job grind. I was using my truck at the time. I was trying to find something to, put my truck to work. I was doing this little trash collection company for little apartment complexes. Use my truck, work with that. And then I was also doing that Toyota shit full time. So I was doing both of those, juggling one day, one night, one day, one night. And, just got tired of all that. Left the trash collection company. Got into a huge thing because unfortunately I had a homie at the job there blow out my back window. But I mean, we got all that situated. So from there, basically left there, was trying to fill in a little extra time that I had from Toyota. Jumped in, found Amazon. I'm not a warehouse worker like my homie was right here. I actually work for little logistic companies because that's how Amazon does their deliveries. They just dish it out to little logistic companies, individual groups. And basically started doing that. Delivering was pretty easy for me because I like going to the gym, stuff like that. And for me, going to work at Amazon was like going to go hit the gym, hopping on that treadmill basically, and just a little driving here and there. And that's what Amazon was for me, a little hitting the cardio. That was about it. I mean, it's super easy. I go out, deliver out in Castle Rock. If y'all know where that area is at, you probably see me and whatnot. But I mean, I'm out there, Castle Rock, big old nice houses. So I ain't got no complaints. Like I said, I like to drive around anyway. So do that and get to explore more of this state that I haven't seen too much of. So other than that, no complaints on that side. No longer work at Toyota. Jumped over to a job at Echo Park. Did that for about 2 months. Worked probably, I think it was like 58 days straight, no days off, nothing like that. And that's how I ended up at the place that I'm at now, is just putting in hard work. It's it's what life is about, putting in that hard work, staying dedicated and whatnot. So other than that, I'm gonna jump into a little bit more finances of things, of me coming out to Colorado, what I've learned and what I wish I would have known when I first moved out here, situations like that. I mean, when I first moved out here, I was deep in them car payments. I had a pop up on the screen right here. Had the Blueberry, the Blue Ram. Had that bad boy out here. Had that for about a year and a half before shit unfortunately happened. I'm gonna try to see if I can find the video so dogs can pop it up here on the screen. But fortunately, I had a fucking bitch-made whip, aka BMW, come and slam into the back of me while I was at a red light. So without that, I mean, I would have been set because I had that truck pretty much paid off. I had all kinds of engine work done to it. I wouldn't have had anything to worry about. And then boom, like I said, just got done washing my shit, leaving the job. I was one turn away from getting to the house. And then, like I said, boom, BMW, stoplight, smashed in the back of my stuff, totaled everything. I'm talking back was hurting, neck hurting. I'm talking, you sitting there in bed talking about, let me catch some sleep. Couldn't even do that, fucking fat ass headaches every day. I was just like, damn, bro, like what the fuck is going on? And then all of that, juggling jobs and shit like that. And like I said, I'm first for the family to be out here in Colorado, so I didn't have really anybody to lean on and shit like that. So boom, started doing like some little sessions and whatnot. I had to go to like physical therapy for that type of shit. And then after that, I basically had a big ass lawsuit, with the guy that wrecked into the back of my truck. He paid off my truck, got that all situated, had the title, had to ship out the title to this auction company. Big old long, it took me a year to get all that shit figured out. Boom, started getting these checks in. I probably had like 5,000 to the pocket, to the name right there. I was like, you know what? Let me go get another truck real quick. Jump in, probably another 6 to 8 months later after the truck accident happened. Boom, I jumped in barbecue sauce right here. Picture gonna be on the screen. Jumped into that. I wasn't really thinking too much, that was 20,000. Like when everything said and done, 20,000 out the door, and coming fresh out of having no car payments and all that. Boom, jumping into $550 car payments a month wasn't something I planned on doing, but had to do it because didn't have a car, no family or nothing. Like I said, boom. So I did that, and then just right when I got that truck, I was really watching Dave Ramsey, listening to the steps and whatnot, and really focusing on where my money's going and whatnot. I'm preaching all the guys right here, my homie Dosh right here, then the homie Turner couldn't be here. I was preaching to these motherfuckers, you know, change is good, you know, keep on grinding and, you know, find some shit, you know, that we can actually get comfortable, not necessarily say comfortable with, but, you know, something that where we ain't got to worry about paying the bills every day, stuff like that. And then, you know, I've been sending out the Dave Ramsey videos, nobody listening and whatnot, you know, so I'm sitting here trying to, you know, focus on, like, you know, figuring out what I can do to pay off this truck. And then in the mix of that, I'm like, you know what? Boom, bought my mom a car. She put her in a 2020 Jeep Grand Cherokee. I was like, you know what? Mom ain't got to worry about a car too. I'm like, bet. So as soon as I do that, turn around, get back to Colorado. Don't have my truck yet because I put in the same work on the truck that I did my blue truck. So stayed out there for a little bit. And then boom, I'm sitting out here in Colorado. Still no car. I'm sitting here driving around Reynolds. A little fucking shitty ass Equinox. Woo! Can't drive me in no Chevys. Can't catch me in no Chevys. But jump forward, I'm sitting there still working at Drive Time at the time. And I'm sitting there, I'm looking at all these cars come through and I'm looking at this employee discount because basically with the employee discount and how long I was working there, I would basically get the car for what the company bought it for plus whatever they fixed it and that was it. So I'm sitting there, I'm looking like, all right, let me see what I can, you know, jump into if I wanted to. And I'm looking around, waiting for a car, and boom, Lexus ES350, I'm gonna throw it on the screen right here for you again. Catches my eye like it wasn't nothing. 50,000 miles on the clock when I got it. Pretty much looked like a brand new car from way back in the day. I'm like, how? And boom, I'm sitting there. I'm goes through all of our systems, stuff like that. Go talk to our sales guys and whatnot. And they're sitting me down car payments and whatnot. I'm like, 4 years, $150. I'm like, can't beat that. I'm like, all right, sign my name, boom. Threw myself another $11,000, $12,000 worth of debt. But I mean, for a Lexus and a car like that with 50,000 miles, that's something, you know, if it's like 10,000, that's something I can do because you can pay that off, I mean, within a year if you're on top of your shit. So that's my only say on finance-wise. But other than that, I was stacking up 2 jobs. I'm stacking up these $1,000 car payments and shit a month. I'm like, damn, what the fuck am I gonna do? Because car payments plus insurance and just like, damn, what the fuck am I about to do? And I'm over here working 1 job at the time. And I'm just like, man, I got to do something. And then I'm still, to jump off of that, I'm still getting these checks from, you know, my blue truck. So anytime I'm getting these checks, I'm just tossing them right here into these car payments. Boom, boom, trying to get these cars paid off, shit like that. I'm just like, man, what the fuck am I gonna do? I'm just like, I'm drowning in debt right here. And then at the time too, still like no actual, you know, place to live type shit. You know, I'm staying at Airbnbs and whatnot. I'm like, damn, all right. So I had to like mentally lock into myself, you know. Plus I had this female and whatnot, you know, dragging me down, you know. Had to get rid of that, you know. Had to focus, lock in on myself. But basically, it started going 2 jobs deep every day, you know. Just like my guy Doss right here say, you know, you just sometimes you got to put in them 70-hour, 80-hour weeks and whatnot. And that's what I did. About a year and a half of me living out here after getting all that done, paid off my Lexus. Like I said, wasn't nothing. Like for 1 job, it was like half a year of working to pay off that car. So that was nothing. And boom, I'm sitting here with these RAM payments. I'm like, damn, what I'm about to do? So I'm literally sitting here considering selling my Lexus just to pay off my RAM, because I could do a lot more with my truck than I can with my car. But I mean, for me, I like having both, having options, you know, just in case one breaks down, such and such. You know, like mom right now, she ain't got a car, so she's over there driving my truck right now and, you know, using that for that, you know, pray up. Thank God she's okay from another car accident that happened. But other than that, you know, finance-wise, I would highly recommend staying out of any type of debt that you can, like no payments, like fuck a phone payment, all that, like none of that is worth it. Like nothing is worth. If I would have known this 18, 19, I would have still had my same 2 cars that I had from way back then. Black Ram 2002 Camry. You see all the content on the channel. If I was smart, I still had it to this day. But I mean, you know, you live and you learn. So I'm gonna have my guy Doss pitching a little bit on this little finance situation, and we're gonna jump over into future goals and whatnot.
Yeah, we're in our 20s and we already regret shit. So, you know, this channel is just, it's here for us. It's here for y'all to reminisce. And, you know, one day you're here, the next day you're gone, bro. I mean, like, there was so many RIPs in 2023 on my side of my family, his family, bro. It's like,
dropping like flies.
You just want to get back in front of the camera, like, you know, or you just want to get that camera back out and just, you know, capture the moment, bro, because that's what we do around here, right? Even if, you know, all three of us, we're all three different dudes, you know, sometimes we're not gonna, you know, get along this and that, but at the end of the day, like, you know, shit happens for a reason, bro. You just gotta deal with it, you know, rocky roads and shit like that, whatever you want to call it, dude.
Crawling out the mud altogether.
Yeah, you know, so
make smart decisions. I would highly recommend, if you could, stay out of them car payments. And if you do happen to have to jump into them car payments, make sure you 15,000 under with a decent car, no little Nissan Sentra. Fuck all them little Chevys and all that. Get you a little Toyota, get you a Lexus, get you a Honda, get you an Acura. You know, get you something nice, simple. You know, nice, simple, a four-banger, anything like that. You know, something that'll last you. You know, cheap on gas, all that good stuff. And all the money that you do, man, like 50% of your income, bro, throw at that car if you can, possible. Pay off all your debts. I'm finally, you know, it was like a blessing. Right before I moved into this place this wonderful place that I moved into, it was like a month or two before I moved in here. I finally caught myself actually being able to say, hey, 22 years old and I'm debt free, bro. Like, whenever you able to say, dog, I'm debt free, whenever you able to say something like that, bro, like, and you just have your money just stacking up, you ain't got no bills to worry about besides the roof over your head, bro, I'm telling you, it'll change your life. It'll change your life. And once you're able to do that, save up some bread for real, don't pay no rent. I'm telling y'all, hey, get some land, do something, get a house. Hey, anything is better than paying rent somewhere that you ain't gonna be able to stay for the rest of your life. Other than that, I mean, we gonna kick off from finance, jump over to like little life situations, and you know where we plan on moving from these days forward, and you know what else is new to come. You know, especially for the channel and whatnot, what I got going, and you know, and then hopefully, you know, one day we can get the homie Turner going and, you know, talk about what he got going on. Without further ado, though, we gonna bust it down a new segment right here. We gonna put like some little shits on the screen, like some like little segment type shit. I don't know, but we gonna jump from finances all the way over to, you know, future goals and whatnot. So, you know, for me personally, my big, like I said, 2024. First 3 months, still paying off a little debts here and there, but finally made that jump to debt free. And like I said, the only bills I gotta pay is a little phone bill, $50 a month, a little internet, all this good little stuff. You know, don't have to worry about car payments, nothing like that. Got rent, but other than that, it's one of the best things you can have. And basically, my goals were moving in here. I signed a 10-month lease. I was like, you know, fuck it, why not? You know, you got to jump in and do something different. Had previous, you know, goals setting up, but you know, like life, everything can't happen. You know, shit happens for a reason. So I built up, did my stuff for 2 months. You know, like I said, worked every day for 2 months nonstop. Like every day, you wake up, oh shit, I got to go to work. Wake up again, oh, gotta go to work. No days, I'm talking no days off. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do, but like I said, plan on, you know, after I leave here, I'm hoping to save up enough money to where I'm able to drop a down payment on some land, and then hopefully also by that time, I'm thinking by November, December time, I'm looking to buy a little camper. You know, I'm getting my truck back, barbecue sauce. She gonna be back in the picture soon. More, you know, content to come with that, but plan on getting a little camper with that bad boy, and I'm hopefully able to just drive out with the camper, my truck, and my Lexus, you know, on my nice fresh property, and just drop that bad boy off and build from there. You know, want to, you know, start off brick by brick, and I'm gonna be the one paving the road. So my plan really is, you know, sit down and, you know, sit in that little RV, you know, in my land, and, you know, it's just like, what can I build from here? Like, that's my whole goal of it, is like, you know, sitting there, being able to watch the foundation that I'm setting, and, you know, possible future, you know, like kids, or, you know, say per se anything like that, kids, you know, mom's getting old, she'll catch up there one day, and, you know, she gonna need a place to live, and, you know, I'm wanting to be able to provide that. You know, I'm trying to have at least like 4 to 5 acres of land where I can just, you know, house over here, house over there. You know, it might not be the biggest, you know, it might be a little 600, 700 studio right over there, but that's just adding value to my property right there. So Airbnb, I don't need to use something, boom, little property, building me some money off like that. But like I said, just really focused on just getting this land and setting my feet, setting my foundation. Without further ado, I'm gonna toss the mics back over to my guy Doss over there.
Yeah, that's definitely the way to go. Women, cars, and those are the two big.
Smoking
That
smoking
too.
that weed
That
too.
too. I mean, maybe it's different for somebody who smokes weed often, smokes green often. We'll keep it a little clean. But I don't know, man. For me, it's cars and women. But women and cars, and one, because women, they never stay. I'd rather pay a car payment than be off and on with a woman, because the car is always going to be there, at least as long as you make the payment. And the woman, she's going to leave even if you are doing everything right. So I have to say that I've been wasting money on women, because I left that life alone way back in like late 2020, early 2021 is when I just gave up on that and decided to focus on myself. And it's been like the best decision I've ever made.
Go ahead, jump in future goals. What we got going? We got cooking in the pot.
So yeah, as far as the future goals, I have been talking with a few people that I work with here and there. All right, sorry about that, guys. We had a battery just died on us. I've talked to a few people here and there about entrepreneurity. It's a lot for me to learn still. I know I need to first hold down that LLC. I want to do automotive detailing. People, especially here, with all the money that's around this city, will pay for, like I was just talking about, they will pay for the convenience of you going to them and cleaning their car. Detailing, like you guys see in the channel below, there's like about 2-3 years ago of us detailing our own personal cars. It's always been something that I've had a passion about. I've always kind of wanted to detail a car in a garage, but I can't really do that right now because I live so far and I don't go home every day, and it's like, so
you gotta build a clientele for that. And,
yeah,
reputation and brand and all that good stuff.
Yeah, and nowadays with all the crazy stuff going on, I don't really want people to know where I live. So maybe like the garage, like on some land or something like that. But for now, why not get a van, be mobile? Do it when I can, do it when I have time, and just go to them. Of course, that'll be a lot of miles and wear and tear on the van. A lot of research on what kind of van you're going to need for that. But keep stacking the savings and definitely look for that property sometimes, at least in the next 5 years, because like the inflation is crazy right now. To be smart with your financial decisions.
Hey, but just like that, hey, we got new content coming for y'all soon. But without further ado, that's... You're supposed to say that. That's it.
I wasn't done yet, though.
Oh, fuck it. All right, go ahead. That's how we're going to end the video, though.
Okay. But hey,
without further ado, we got some new content on the way. Just stay in touch.
Yeah, stay tuned, because more content like this is great 4K quality. Yeah. And
just like that,
watching. And that's it.
Didn't mean to drop that shit.